What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video, a video where we have a lot of exciting things going on, but this time for Marvel games in general and possibly Insomniac games. Now, before I do continue into the video, I have a question for you guys, and it's out of the two games, which game would you like Insomniac as a studio to actually create? Would it be a Daredevil game or would it be an Iron Man game? Now, for me personally, as great as a Daredevil game would be, I think we really need an open world Iron Man game. There's just such a big market for it, and it would absolutely be a great game to play and would fit really well with Insomniac games as well, just purely because of how they pulled off Spider-Man PS4. Now, diving into the video, it is a teaser for possibly a Daredevil game. Now, Troy Baker actually tweeted this, as you can see on screen, cough cough, Bill Roseman. Now, the question, of course, what is your dream superhero game and which developer would you want to make it? So we got Bill Roseman, who actually responded to this saying, "You sir are clearly a man without fear." Now this has sparked up a lot of things. I mean, the fact that, is there a Daredevil game about to be announced by Insomniac Games, or is it actually a fact that Daredevil could indeed be a playable character in the Marvel's Avengers game? And don't forget, although he's not an Avenger, he has been featured multiple times, so it wouldn't be kind of like the unordinary thing to happen. Now, even if we do go a while back, this is linking to 4chan, which again, 4chan I've always said is not really, you know, the greatest of places to grab your information, because usually it's kind of, it's a mixture between both. But a while back there was a user on 4chan, as you can see on screen, that claims that Marvel is cooking up a single player story driven Daredevil title that will actually release on the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and PC in late 2021 or 2022. Now, they also claim to be in touch with someone who works at Marvel Games or has a close connection. Now, long story short, they sort of, you know, dug deep into the location, saying that it was actually meant to be modern day Chicago, which again, as you can see here, is definitely a red flag, since of course Daredevil is New York City. But this is where it gets interesting when we're talking about Insomniac Games, because if it's Insomniac Games, of course they could be essentially doing it to distinguish it from Spider-Man, of course PS4, where it is obviously based in New York City. It's an interesting thing to have a take on, I think personally, but if I have to be honest with you, I don't think it would be Insomniac Games making this, purely because for some reason, I don't know if they just know they get a bigger response, but Insomniac Games, their posts now are literally consistent of Spider-Man PS4 stuff. So I don't know if they're building up to possibly tease or literally building up hype from Spider-Man PS4 to reveal PlayStation 5's version of Spider-Man PS5, I guess. We don't really know what's happening, but if it had to be a game that's going down with a studio, I would really want it to be Insomniac Games. But again, I think it would also just be good in general if they do make it, you know, a DLC character in the Marvel's Avengers game, because there's still a way it could link, and again, it's a character that a lot of people are excited for. Sure, it wouldn't be its own game, but it would be a game where you can play the character in, and I think that would do really well. But you guys leave your thoughts on that in the comments below. That's going to wrap up this video. We got a really interesting Avengers one coming out in 2 hours after this one, so be there for that. Subscribe for more awesome content if you haven't already, and until the next one, adios amigos.